Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Cleveland Browns halftime show with the score, the Browns 20, the Seahawks 18. I'm your host, Mr. Moohead, who takes you through every halftime with my little analysis that nobody really gives a flying fuck about. But, here we go. First of all, it's simple why this game is the way it is. They're composed, and they're waiting for us to make the inevitable mistakes that we've made. Allowing a blocked punt, Baker throwing more interceptions. The last interception that he threw to Jarvis Landry was an ill-advised throw. He's like a fucking Ritalin child, and he just gets overly excited, and he tries to thread things in, thinking that receivers are going to make magnificent plays. No, this is not a Monken issue, okay? This is a Baker Mayfield issue. That ball, when we have a chance to go up 27-12 and go into halftime that way, there's no reason to throw that pass. There are three men around the ball, and there's just no way that Landry comes up with that ball. That is 100%, 150% on Baker Mayfield, because there's this fear. And the fear is that every time that Seattle gets close, we have to do something amazing. And we put pressure on ourselves, and instead of letting things come to us, we end up forcing it, making a mistake, and the composed team ends up winning the football game. That's really what it amounts to. Now, I don't think anything, Alvarido. I don't think that we have won the game or lost the game. I'm only analyzing this from halftime. We are up 20-6. Now it's 20-18, and they get the ball. They're moving the ball. We're moving the ball. We're making mistakes. They're not making mistakes, nor will they make mistakes, because they're a quality football team, and their quarterback has not thrown an interception for a reason. If you take a look, the wind is a real factor in this game. But if you look at the way Russell Wilson's handling it, he spots one-on-one coverage, and if he's going to take a shot and put the ball put some air under the ball, that ball's moving around a lot in the air. The ball's either fading out of bounds, but it's always one-on-one. Baker, on the other hand, is throwing into these multi-zone coverages, and guys just... There's no way you can be that perfect. It's just the way it works. Hello, Osman. How you doing? The Browns are scared to win running the ball, forcing too many passes. Yeah, I mean, where did the run go? You get big plays from Nick Chubb. Where did the run go? Well, it turns into the Ritalin child offense. And it has nothing to do with Monken. And this has nothing to do with Kitchens. And it has nothing to do with penalties. The one on Ogunjobi was not a roughing the passer. So the Browns really have been pretty clean when it comes to penalties in this game. It's Baker Mayfield. He believes he's Brett Favre, and he's proving it. He wants a big play, and sometimes it's just not there. I don't know what else to say, because I could sit there and say that both teams are moving the football, but I'd say, again, that we seem to be more willing to throw the ball in the middle of the field into coverage, tip balls, ends up with interceptions, miscommunications, interceptions, block punt, where somebody didn't block a man coming around. That's partially scheme, and partially we got caught with our pants down. You can't turn the ball over like that 3 times and win in the NFL. It's just not possible. We're fortunate we're ahead 2018. We should be up 27-12, folks. And this is too easy, because once they stop the Browns will be in must-pass situations. It isn't run, run, run. It's mix, mix, mix. And you get the momentum, you got the ball right within the shade of your goal line, and you throw a pass that you cannot throw. No, the team is being outplayed. Freddie's not getting outcoached. I think a lot of receivers are open. I think it's a little bit difficult with a 20-mile-an-hour gusting wind, both to kick and to complete balls down the field. But we have a quarterback who insists on trying. They have a quarterback who'd rather hold on to the ball and make sure that his 70% completion ratio continues by throwing to men who are open underneath. Our quarterback doesn't want to do that. And on a day like this, these turnovers are what make the difference. Would have been an 100-yard kickoff return for anybody else. He's slow. I've not changed my mind about Dontrell Hilliard. He's slow. If Kareem Hunt had that kickoff, he would have been gone. But didn't matter. He scored anyway. Rick, what adjustments? I mean, right now, it's very hard to play a quarterback who gets rid of the ball this quickly. It really is. And who has, a good sense of composure. Our guy doesn't have that. And Wilson knows how to use the clock. Baker didn't use the clock. He took a snap with 23 seconds left and threw it into a crowd. I don't want to be too critical of our quarterback, but he's a Ritalin child. He gets too excited. He wants to make the big play or throw the ball up to his buddy Landry or whatever so they can make the big play. Odell Beckham bailed him out once. Beckham dropped 2 off his back shoulder, though. Hi, Robert. How you doing? You mean the pile of poo? I hope that's not the show. Nobody expects the Browns to beat the Seahawks anyway, and the Browns with 3 turnovers won't beat the Seahawks. We have to play a clean second half and have to make big plays. The problem is every time we drop back to throw the football, it seems that chance is there. I'm afraid that they're going to see something on tape, when they go in and analyze and see things, and they're going to make adjustments that are going to take some of this stuff away. There was a ball that Ricky Seals could have caught or should have caught, but was tipped at the last minute because the ball was not lofted properly. It was thrown with less air underneath it, but I can understand that. The wind is blowing out there. Baker threaded a perfect 4th and 7 pass to get us down the field earlier in the game. And that's what it comes down to. I guess he's a gunslinger and you got to take your chances with him. But when you can go up 27-12 on a team and you don't have to have it all at once. There's 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the half and you're in good shape. You can run the clock down, but we're in hurry-up mode because it seems like when we're setting up more slowly, at the line of scrimmage, everyone knows what we're going to do somehow. I don't know what it is. We can only seem to move the ball when we're moving quickly. It's all part of the Ritalin child offense, I guess. So we run the Ritalin offense with and leave 23 seconds on the on the game clock pre-snap, and that's what we do with it. The ball would have been just as well underneath, and then try to get it on a second bite. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I wouldn't say he looks like Kaiser. I would say that what he looks like is an inexperienced Brett Favre. That's kind of what he looks like. The whole point of the hurry-up offense, Mr. Fergus, is right. You want the other team to panic. You want the other team to be caught in a bad situational with players on the field. And it works. There's no question it works for this team. But you've got to be patient when you're the quarterback. The whole thing works because you're seeing the field, and you can't, especially on a windy day. I don't know what he thought about the Landry pass. I'm going to keep harping on it. It's just, you're never going to see him. You're never going to see him, Bronk. This is the way Freddie shut up the press, was by making him active and then not playing him. He's a hick. He's an Alabama hick. And he won't be the coach after this year. I call it first. No reason not to be playing Higgins, but spite. he and the coach have had some kind of a dust-up. We talked about it on the Friday show. Out of the words out of Freddie's mouth, there's a problem between these two men. And I think anybody who's looking at T.J. Carey trying to tackle in the first half should also realize that you need Denzel Ward and you need Greedy Williams on the field. T.J. Carey and Mitchell don't get it done. Carey is arm tackling and he looks pathetic getting beaten. Getting beaten on that last touchdown, Whitehead is toast. How does that happen? Yeah, you just bite on an in fake and the guy goes out on you. I mean, we need more help in our secondary, and our safety position isn't real strong. And it wasn't from the beginning of the season either. Hey, how you doing, El Presidente? I guess what it really comes down to is the mistakes kill you. I thought the play call and mixing was great earlier. I think we went back to a pass-heavy offense at the end of the first half, and it cost us with mistakes. I think the team still doesn't understand the offensive concept. The first interception was, I don't know, thrown right to a defensive guy because two men broke the wrong way and ran into each other. It was kind of Keystone Cops, I think. I'd have to take a look at that play again to see exactly what did happen. I'm not even sure. Well, I know what happened on the second one. It was just foolishness. Just foolishness. Sissy SpaceX Carey plays better than that Carey, and so does Carrie Underwood. Even with a typewriter in her hand or a computer. Quote me. Come back to me a year from now and tell me you're full of shit. This guy, anyone who begrudges a player so much, he basically makes up an injury and then refuses to play the guy after a press conference where he's asking, are you asking me if he's inactive? And then tantalizing everybody by making him active and then not playing him? I don't get it. Yeah, I mean, Metcalf looks like he's towering over the guys in the secondary, and it's hard for them to bring him down. It's a difficult thing. I'm not going to argue with you here, Joe. I'm not going to argue. There's nothing to argue about. I mean, I'm just telling you who he thinks he is, Yeah, and the block punt was not on Gillen. They ran a stunt, and the guy took the one guy. There was not another guy to block the second guy in the stunt. El Presidente saw it as clearly as I did. It was just a loop around, and nobody blocked him. This is kind of, no. I mean, you can't even say that. Deshaun Kaiser didn't even have a successful season. Oh my God, my people. Hey DG, how you doing, buddy? Long time no hear from. Nice to see you in the chat room for sure. We have to win this one for the season. The writing's on the wall, Mario. Yeah, Haslam did. I'll leave it at that. I don't think you're going to see any immediate changes in the bye week because their offense is clicking. But, I mean, we've held them to field goals on a couple of occasions with a bend but not break. This is a great team we're playing. It's difficult. I guess we're ready. We're back for the second half. I'm going to be back right here after the game, okay? We'll talk about everything in its totality. Thanks a lot. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.